Hi again. Happy Thanksgiving. I decided to just do a little quick reading on how the divine masculines are feeling and what they want to say to the divine feminine. So, I already have the spread out because it takes a while for me to shuffle and I have really bad internet where I'm at. So I'm going to try to make this a quick reading because it really takes forever. So up here I have the Two of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and then the Queen of Pentacles. Underneath I have the King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and then underneath the Star card. And then I have Five of Swords underneath, Four of Pentacles, and the last card is the Magician. Okay, you guys, so right from the start, I feel like the divine masculines feel like they're stuck in making a decision between two women, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. And so between the two people, he's stuck in making a decision. That's what the Two of Swords is. You don't know, you have the blindfold on, you don't know which way to go. And a lot of you guys may be dealing with a King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Someone that's very stable. There are counterparts here. So this person could very well be married already and have a Queen of Pentacles in his life. And again, they don't have to be earth signs, but they can have the characteristics of being someone stable, very reliable, very ambitious. You know, the earth signs are very stable and very goal-oriented people, ambitious, and they're very well financially for the most part. You know, a lot of them could be like entrepreneurs and self-employed. Now, next to that, we have the Eight of Cups. So someone is walking away, and I feel like this is you, divine feminine. You may be in this situation feeling like you're tired of waiting for your divine masculine to be in this Two of Swords energy. And so you're walking away, and it's when you walk away that things start to move forward, because you have the Star next to you. So it's when you walk away, and a lot of you have already walked away, or a lot of you are in the process of walking away. But when you walk away, that's when things start to manifest for the better. That's when your dreams start to come true. That's when your happiness becomes a reality. Now, underneath that, we have the Five of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Magician. Now, I feel like this is the divine masculine's energy. The Five of Swords, because they don't know what route to make and what decisions to make, they're stuck in the Five of Swords energy. They are so stuck in their head. This is mental conflict and mental anguish, and not knowing, you know, what to do and what decision and what path to take in their life. Because for a lot of these divine masculines, unfortunately, the stakes are very high. To make this decision it's not something to be taken lightly, and they know that it's not easy. It's not easy for the divine masculine. So a lot of them are holding on and still stuck on the decision making mode. But you know, they are going to make a decision. I feel like in this deck, you see how, like, if you put these two together, it's like this is a divine masculine just sitting there stuck. And to me, the Magician feels more like the universe. Like, she's got this wand and she's like putting it towards this person, the divine masculine. It's like the universe comes and is like, you know, waving it at the divine masculine, like, okay, it's time for you to seriously make your mind up and make your decision, because sitting there isn't going to do it for much longer. And so I feel like the universe steps in. Now, I did some clarifications on the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups I clarified, and I got the Hanged Man, the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Page of Wands. So this is more like, I feel like the Divine Masculines have been hanging around for a very long time. And if you're like me, I've been sitting in this situation for a long time. So a lot of the Divine Feminines are like, you know what? I'm no longer going to be sitting here waiting. You have like the epiphany moment, because the Hanged Man is not only someone that's enlightened, you know, they've been waiting. And this is how I really truly feel, not only because, you know, this is my card, Pisces, but because a lot of us Divine Feminines have been sitting, being loyal, being faithful and loving from afar, you know, with no communication with our Divine Masculines. And knowing, you know, telepathically what's been going on the whole time between you and your Divine Masculine, because you're enlightened and you have, you know, we're not unawakened. We're very awakened souls. We're enlightened. The whole while we're waiting, we're sitting there telepathically communicating with the Divine Masculines. And although we're sitting in place, you know, we're sitting pretty, and we're very well aware of what's going on. We're planning for the next move, you know, we're ruminating, thinking about the next steps. So we're not just sitting there in vain. I feel like a lot of us may feel that way after all of this effort and investments that we've been putting in our Divine Masculine, but nothing's ever in vain. I mean, this is all a learning process for us. We're still, you know, going through our ascensions and awakenings, and going through our journeys, and going through all the chakra healings and awakenings and Kundalini awakenings and stuff like that. So it is all in divine timing, you know. I'm going a little too deep in that, but I feel like this is Divine Feminine going through, you know, no longer waiting, because right next to it we have the Ace of Pentacles, and that's a new beginning. And I feel like a lot of us are just going to be more into ourselves, invest more into the material world, which is, you know, a lot of us, I feel like we are very much more consumed in the Divine Masculine when we start off in the journey, and then we start to grow into our power and becoming more independent and becoming less codependent in our relationship with the Divine Masculines, that we become so much more like, now we're in a place that we're looking into investing in our own material, like in the material world, becoming more financially successful, whatever it is that you do for a living, whatever it is that you do to become successful in the 3D. I feel like that's what we're focused on now. We don't feel like we should be sitting in this energy anymore. We're moving on with the Eight of Cups, and now we're planning forward. You know, we're in the Three of Wands. We're planning and we're moving on, and we're putting the one foot ahead of the next. And now the Page of Wands is more of like a creative beginning. Again, these two cards work hand in hand, is how I feel. You're just really moving forward with the Page of Wands, being more creative and thinking about the future, really investing in yourself and in your future. I did clarify the star, and I got the Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Six of Cups, Judgment, and the Four of Wands. So with this, all these cards came out for the star. Again, I feel like once you guys start procreating in your own investment, in your own life, you know, then that's when your dreams start to become a reality. I feel like that's when the Divine Masculine starts to notice, you know, they were stuck in this Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords mode, and they're on this horse trying to balance their emotions and their mind. But once you start moving forward, it's like, oh my gosh, you know, they start to feel you move forward. The Six of Swords, they start to feel you move forward. This is you going into forward motion. And they're looking, it's like he's juggling. I feel like he's just juggling these two pentacles, and trying to run after the Divine Feminine. That's how I see it. Like, he's on a horse trying to like juggle everything else. Meanwhile, you're moving on, and he's like, how do I do this? How do I do this? I'm trying to run after you. How do I do this? And you're just kind of like, you know what? I don't want anything else if it's no longer good for me. It's not serving my best, serving my me for my I cannot talk. Oh my god. It's not serving me, right? You're in a mode where you're just kind of like, if it's not real, then I don't want it. I don't want to be back in the stagnant energy of the hangman. This hangman. So a lot of us are moving forward. A lot of us are making that judgment of like, I just want to move forward and create a happy lifestyle for me. And a lot of us are already in this energy, and a lot of us are going to be moving into this energy with the Six of Swords. And again, that's the Star card. I feel like regardless of where you're at now, you're going to be happy, because honestly, that's what the Star card really represents. You're guided by the Star to bring the highest good into your life. And I also pulled a card for the Four of Pentacles, and for the Four of Pentacles, I got the Four of Swords. So this is a divine masculine meditating, thinking. They are so much in their head with the Five of Swords and the Four of Swords, really like next to each other, and the Four of Pentacles. This is all stagnant energy. Again, they're still very much in their head, not knowing which way to go, not knowing what to do. But that's when the universe comes. And this is the Magician, but this is, in this deck, I really feel like the Magician is the universe, because the universe, again, has all the elements. The Magician has all the elements. You've got air, earth, water, and fire. So again, it's all in the universe to bring a realization to the divine masculine. It's the universe that's going to, one way or another, bring it to this divine masculine's attention that they need to get out. Again, a lot of them could be married, like I said, because they have their counterpart, like, here's the Queen of Pentacles, to make them realize that this relationship is toxic. It is toxic. Whatever relationship they're in, even though they're not happy, a lot of them, I feel, are just in it because of convenience, in it for all the wrong reasons with the devil. And I find that a lot of them are. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of common ground that we divine feminines have with some of these divine masculines. Like, they're in relationships out of all the wrong reasons. And that's what this is. The Hierophant with the devil. However, again, this is the universe. This is clarifying the Magician. The universe stepping in and bringing balance and making things right. And finally making them realize that they need to make the right decision and come into union. And to me, the Temperance is a union card. You've got earth and water here that's coming into union. You've got like opposites attract. And I really believe that a lot of the times, that's why I feel this is a very big twin flame card, along with the Four of Wands. And we have both of these cards in this spread, the Four of Wands and Temperance. Why? Because everyone says Four of Wands is 11-11, but for me, the Temperance is more like a twin flame card, because you've got, like I said, earth and water mixing and coming into one, right? And what is a twin flame relationship? A lot of us are very much opposites attract. That's what we are, right? You've got yin and yang. So if you guys could probably also mention down below if this applies to you. But a lot of us in our relationships with our twin flame, we're very, very surface level opposite and internally very much alike. You know what I mean? Like, opposites attract, but a lot of the opposites are also similarities, if that makes any sense. Like, we mirror each other so much that even our opposites, the things that are different about us, are very similar. We're different in similar ways, and we're similar in different ways, if that makes any sense to you guys. So that's what this means to me. The magician is coming in to make them realize, bring it in their faces, that this relationship is toxic, and they know that it is. It's just that a lot of them don't have the strength, or for whatever reason feel like they can't make that decision yet. But ultimately, I feel like the end result is union. And that's temperance coming in. That's the universe bringing it into their attention that, you know what, you know that you need to come into union. But again, before coming into union with your divine, you have to come into union with yourself. That's how I see it too. That's another topic. And that's just how I wanted to end that spread. I did also want to I love these cards. If you guys have not gotten these cards, it's called the Russian Gypsy fortune telling cards, and they are so accurate. Oh my god, this one's upside down. Okay, so I did want to do a spread with this. I just wanted to ask a few questions. I want to know how the divine masculine feels at this time, about the divine feminine, or for the people that are watching, if eventually will this divine masculine reach out to the divine feminine eventually? I would like to know, will this divine masculine eventually reach out to this divine feminine? Bear with me, it's kind of hard to shuffle with one hand, and I just moved in to my new house and I'm trying to get my office right. I have a lot of junk downstairs, so eventually my setup is going to be a whole lot better. So I thank you guys for your patience. I hope some of this resonates and helps you guys too. All right. So for the divine masculines and feminines, will the divine masculine eventually reach out to this divine feminine? Please. Will the divine masculine reach out to the divine feminine watching this video eventually? All right. I don't want to make this too long because it is a very it's a very like, it took forever just for that last video to load, and let's see here. It's not a traditional tarot. It's it's kind of like a puzzle. It's one big puzzle, and you have to put the pictures together, and then you get one message. Not just one message, several messages. So let's see here. So like these, you know, make a picture right here. I'm trying to find all the pictures and see. This is another picture. It's a ship. Now I'm trying to find. I think that's, oh, here's another picture. And another one. All right, so I know this means like a verbal sting. Let me read it from the book. All right, so what this means is And I'm seeing another card that's similar to this. It's a verbal sting by a malicious person. Okay, you guys. I'm going to read it from the book. Okay, this is the book. A verbal sting by a malicious person, like the bite of a snake, it is usually unexpected and undeserved. The person isn't necessarily evil. Rather, you have come in contact with the person when he or she is in a bad mood. The person is venting his or her frustrations on you. The remark stings because it touches a weak spot in you, your Achilles heel. Other pictures in the deck will tell you how to react to the sting. The sting will smart. The sting will smart for a while, but it will go away. Perhaps the experience will show you your weak spot and you will do something to improve it. The sting may act like the venom that cures certain illnesses. You can try to avoid a sting or minimize its bite by being circumspect in all your actions and avoiding confrontations. All right, so what that means is I'm getting that something may have occurred between you and this divine masculine, and someone's feelings are hurt, so I'm not feeling like they're going to be reaching out to you anytime soon, obviously, because of that. Also, around here we have number 3, which is a ship, which is upside down, and I believe that's like, yeah, material loss or unsuccessful efforts, because it's upside down. When it's upside down, there's like 4 positions. It's upside down, so this would be what that represents, and I'm going to read it. Material loss or unsuccessful efforts. Not every explorer came back with riches. Christopher Columbus discovered North America, yet did not bring back gold to make him rich. Thus, not all of your efforts will be successful. This is not a time to gamble or take financial chances. You should be careful in investment matters, perhaps not putting all your money into one venture in case the ship sinks with all the assets aboard. The Russian proverb states, overseas there is a cow that costs half a penny. Although things may be cheap in other countries, they are expensive to bring back. Thus, your ideas may be good, but may not be practically financially. So, you know what? Maybe your divine masculine knows he let you down. I'm getting that he knows that he let you down, because this is like feeling like they feel like this is not a good time for them to reach out. They with the snake and the ship upside down, that's telling me they don't feel like now is a good time. Now, also, we have the apple, which is 6, and the arrow is pointing to the left, and I believe that's like an unhappy occurrence, or where is it? Yeah, an unpleasant meeting or encounter is what it is. So let's read it. I'm just gonna read it because okay. An unpleasant meeting and encounter. This could be an unpleasant conversation or lack of one with a sales or lack of one. Here you go. Or lack of one with a sales clerk, a run-in with your neighbor, or an upsetting meeting with your former lover. Okay, you guys. I love how accurate these cards are, though. Sometimes people are so absorbed in their own problems or so genuinely busy that they present an abrasive side of their nature. Any encounter with them is unpleasant and may make our blood pressure go up. This is a wrong reaction. We should acknowledge that the problem is with the other person and not let his or her bad attitude affect us. It only takes one bad apple to spoil a whole barrel. Therefore, detach yourself from the bad apple, give him or her a big smile, and proceed with your business. Follow the Russian proverb, don't listen with your ears, but with your feet. In other words, if you don't like what is being said, leave. So that's funny, because didn't we have a snake, and it said that other cards were going to tell you how to handle the situation, and it's telling you here. Where was the other card? I just want to go back and make sure I didn't miss anything. I got the apple. I got the snake and the ship, and I'm trying to remember if I missed any other ones, because this is really accurate, but sometimes there's so many cards, it's kind of hard to keep track on all these images, which ones come into a picture and which ones don't actually form an image, which ones come together and which ones don't. Oh, okay, yeah, here's one, the mice, and that's upside down. And I think I've literally almost I've almost memorized this whole thing, because I love this deck so much. Okay, that's the stolen goods have disappeared forever, and I'm going to read it. Okay, the stolen goods have disappeared forever. Whatever has been stolen or lost is gone forever. If the article has personal value to you, you have to let go of wishing for it, as it is gone forever. Your mother's ring may have been stolen, but your memories of your mother will stay with you forever. You may or may not get compensated by your insurance company for your loss. Many years ago, while we were camping in Hawaii, our car with all its contents was stolen due to technicality. The insurance company did not reimburse us. We tried various means of getting the insurance, but nothing worked. When the picture began coming up in this position, I knew it was time to give up. I was wasting my energy, as the insurance company would not budge, even though to this day I believe the company was wrong. It was easier to absorb the loss than to continue to fight a losing battle. Oh my God, it's right next to the ship, right? And the ship again in that position was the material unsuccessful efforts. So a lot of the divine masculines feel like this is a losing battle, because I feel like a lot of them know that they've done us wrong. I think that they feel so guilty, they don't know even how to make things right. So for the reading, for this portion of the reading, I don't see that they're going to make any efforts anytime soon to reach out. But that doesn't mean it's never going to happen. Again, this is just the current energies for now, okay? And I just love how all the cards were working hand in hand together. Again, this is not like definitive, like forever. Again, energies change, so this is just for now. They don't see a way out. I don't see that they know what to do to get to the divine feminine and like make things right. I hope this has helped you guys. I'm going to be a little bit more consistent in posting videos. And if you guys have any questions about your twin flame journey, I'm here to help. I really want to help you guys because I know how difficult it is. If you guys have any questions, any comments, you know, put them down. I want this to be an open forum. So if you guys have any questions or if you guys have any concerns, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to help as much as I can. I hope you guys are having a happy Thanksgiving. Bye.